Maybe it's supposed to do that.
What?
The ring. Maybe it's supposed to shake.
Maybe that means it's turned on, or maybe that's all it does.
I don't think so.
Try using direct. It might prevent the charge from bouncing back to the generator. And you should talk to my father.
I will.
I mean about us.
I know.
I will, I promise. They're not combinations. They're destinations. And we just found one.
Dicetart and Phillips have confirmed your own translation of the Outer Ring.
Which only supports my theory.
For example, Catherine, we have a maid for a reason.
I wanted to do it.
A doorway to heaven can mean any number of different things. It could simply mean that anyone who passes through there will die.
All the evidence we've collected thus far suggests that anything we send through will be instantly disintegrated.
Or sent somewhere else.
Then where do you think this doorway leads?
I don't know, but the radio transmitter we sent through went somewhere. Its signal continued 23 seconds after it disappeared.
No. I never knew they turned it on.
What's happened?
Sit down for a moment, Catherine.
I was 5 years old, but I still remember it clearly to this day. That same look on your face, the day that Mum died.
There was an accident today. An explosion in the lab.
Ernest?
I'm so sorry.
How did it happen?
It's not important.
I have a right to know.
I can't tell you more.
You can't tell me anything? You can never tell me anything. Daddy, the man I was going to marry is dead.
I know.
So the man who went through the gate is Ernest.
Not Abydos?
No, another planet with similar coordinates. And we can go there.
I know this must be overwhelming.
Go.
Where?
Away. Go away. Leave me alone.
Don't you want to know if he's still alive? It's possible. We could find him.
What he did is unforgivable. We were planning a life together. He chose to give that up. He abandoned me. For 50 years to have thought he was dead. I can't just dig up a person that I buried so long ago.
Look, yeah, you're one of the few people who know I was raised by foster parents. This may be a long way to my point, but I spent most of my life feeling bitterness towards my real parents. I didn't know why they gave me up. I felt abandoned. Then one day I woke up and realized I needed to know. I needed to understand what happened.
You found them?
They had died 6 months earlier.
I'm sorry.
All those years, I had the chance and didn't take it. The moment I was first brought in to see the Stargate, asked you what it was. You said it was my Stargate. That wasn't true. It's yours. It always has been. You're not through with it yet, Catherine. You have at least one more thing left to do.
Have you completely lost your mind? Who authorized you to reveal classified information to a civilian?
Sir, if you will just let me explain. I trust the General is making you feel right at home.
So far, he actually sounds worse than General West.
He's a teddy bear.
I think that vein on his head is about to blow.
Colonel, did you authorize Dr. Jackson to reveal classified information to this civilian?
Absolutely not, sir.
Thank you. Thank all of you for your very thorough analysis of the situation. But I was already convinced by Dr. Jackson's initial argument. Ernest Littlefield could still be alive, and we should try to find him.
Are you sure you're up for this?
I hope so.
We'll send the probe through at 0900 hours.
Huh, that was some piece of cake.
Your heart's racing.
Wasn't yours the first time? I'm fine.
It's hot in here.
You don't recognize me.
Catherine?
I really hope he went to put some clothes on.
50 years. That's all he has to say.
I'll go see if I can find them.
Let's have a look around.
Are there other people here?
Those plants, they grow without light?
Eat.
Thank you.
No one else lives here? How about nearby? Are you saying that you've been completely alone here for 50 years?
Thank you.
We call this the dial home device.
It controls the gate. There's been one of these with every gate we've found, except the one on Earth.
Every gate?
Yes. We've discovered that there are gates all over the galaxy.
Basically, you enter the correct address and they do...
Daniel, why don't we just show him?
Does this mean we're not going home?
That's why you never came back.
Now you may all die here because of me.
Dr. Carter and Teal'c will figure out a way to get the dial home device working. I hope.
Are these supposed to be days?
These symbols represent when the storm comes every year.
Annual weather patterns aren't that unusual. They're often related to planetary or lunar orbits.
But?
Am I right that the storms are coming more frequently over time?
Yes, the storm comes a little earlier every year.
The time between the storms should be consistent. As the planet reaches its parhelion...
She was always so smart.
Yes, she still is. Translation.
The closest point to the sun in a planet's orbit, that's when it's most affected by the sun's gravity. But in this case, the time between the storms appears to be declining.
And what does that mean?
The local sun's mass is increasing, or this planet's orbit is decaying.
So, we're going to crash into the sun?
The process is very slow by our time standards, but it would mean a yearly escalation in the severity of the storm.
Well, since we're going to be here a while, I'd like to see something.
What?
Come on. It's the safest room there is. You know? Especially in a storm.
Give me a hand. Thanks.
Keep at it. We'll be back.
These images are the graphical representations of the basic elements. Electrons revolving around a proton, the number of electrons indicating the element.
164.
146.
The basic elements are what make up the universe. They are the basic building block. Of course! How do you ensure universal communication?
I hope that's a rhetorical question.
You reduce the method of communication to the most basic elements common to everyone and everything that exists in the universe. Jack, this is a true universal language. You measured the element's distance from the central point, degrees from 0 around in a circle, and height above the floor.
I use this to measure height.
What's up, guys?
How do we attract lightning to strike the gate?
Well, not directly. We'll have to rig something up on the roof and hope that the sudden and enormous charge doesn't destroy the gate's mechanisms.
I'm trying to think happy thoughts right now, Captain.
You better let us know this time.
I will, I promise.
Catherine, hug me.
Oh, Jack.
Don't even think about it.
I realize we haven't spoken about this before, but I don't know what to say. What should I tell Catherine?
Don't tell her anything. I'll tell her I love her myself when I get back.
If you've enjoyed this format and would like more episodes with the original scripts, don't hesitate to subscribe.